What's up, everyone? This is your boy Dance the King back again with another video. And as you can see in the title below, I'm going to be discussing 3 things that I'm expecting from my upcoming competition at Worlds. Well, IBJJF jiu-jitsu competition coming up in I think it's September 1st in Las Vegas. I'll be competing in the Masters division. And yeah, I just want to discuss 3 things that I'm expecting from that. This is going to be the biggest competition that I participated in. I did a couple of NAGA comps over the past year or so, but this will be by far so far the biggest competition that I'll take part of in my jiu-jitsu career, so to speak. And I just want to talk about 3 things that I'm expecting from that. So watch this to the end. Maybe there's some advice that you can give me, and if you competed in something like this, I'll definitely like to know your thoughts. And so please comment below what you think about this video, comment below your thoughts, and please hit the like and subscribe if you feel that too. Okay, so yeah, so the number 1 thing that I'm expecting from this competition is the best competition I ever faced. Like I said, I competed in I competed in NAGA earlier this year, I think back in March, and before that I did another NAGA competition, I want to say back in September 2021. So I did one in white belt, and the latest one I did in March was my first blue belt one. So I only did 2 leading up to this one, and those brackets were in the NAGA brackets were only about at the most maybe 4 to 6 people, you know what I mean? And yeah, so this one, the one coming up in September, the IBJJF one in Vegas, that one already, I think last time I checked, has about almost 50 people in the bracket. 50. So if I'm gonna win gold, I think I have to win probably about 5 in a row, maybe 6 in a row or something like that. So, and these are, for those who don't know, IBJJF, these are the best fighters in the whole world, so to speak, who do this. So people from all over the world I'm going to be fighting against in this. So that right there is kind of like really nerve-wracking, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity just to get better. It's gonna, either way, I'm looking at it as I'm going to get better in this. It's gonna make me better. So, but I definitely expecting the most competition I ever faced. Probably this is going to be the toughest thing, pretty much I ever did, as far as competing physically against another opponent. And I've been training pretty hard for it, or at least hard as I can. And yeah, it's just going to be tough. I mean, 50 people in a bracket. I don't know how many people have you faced. If you're watching this and you competed in this, how many people were in your bracket? Comment below about that. And I think about it, and I really, I really want to win. I really want to win. And I've been training really hard. Actually, I've been training really hard since March, since the NAGA tournament in March. I've been training pretty much every day since then. And I have about, from the release of this video, I have a month and a week to get ready for Vegas. And I could tune in a little bit more on some of my moves or my conditioning, but I don't know how much better I'm going to get from now until September. We'll just have to see about that. I do live in Colorado at a high elevation, so that could give me some type of advantage, I guess, going down, lower elevation and fighting against people, who probably hasn't been at this elevation yet. So, we'll just have to see. But either way, the competition, I'm a blue belt, by the way, so I'll be going against blue belts. But the competition is going to be, it's going to be tough. But I do have a good team backing me up. I have great trainers. I train really nothing but higher belts, purple belts, 4-stripe blue belts, black belts. It's really all I train with. Not too many, blue belts or even white belts for that matter at my gym. So yeah, it's just gonna be really hard, man. But there's nothing, what if it's worth getting, if it's worth having, then it's going to be tough to have. No matter what it is, no matter what you're going for. It doesn't have to be a jiu-jitsu competition. It could be any type of competition. If it's worth it, for you to have, and you have to try really, really hard to get it, then it's gonna be tough to get. But at the end of the day, if you attain it, man, it's gonna be all worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Nothing worth having is easy to get. Nothing worth having is easy. So we have to work for whatever we really want. We have to work for it. And I've been working as hard as I can to get as good as I can, to give me the best shot out there, you know. And there's someone else out there thinking the same thing that I am, you know. But the only thing that we can do is really just try to work on ourselves to improve ourselves, and not worry too much about what the other person's doing, because we can't control what they're doing, but we can control what we're doing. You know, we can do what we can do to better ourselves. So yeah, the competition is going to be bad, but I mean, not bad. The competition is going to be great, actually. But all we can do is continue to improve little by little each day of what we can do, and not really worry about the competition. So yeah, that's really all we can do. Okay, the number 2 thing that I'm expecting from this, I'm expecting to be highly anxious and highly nervous. Really nervous, actually, man. The Naga comps, man, I was so nervous, especially the one in blue belt in March, bro. I can't explain how like anxious and how nervous I was going into that. And there was only like 6 people in my bracket, you know. And this one is like 5 times as that, you know, like 50 people, you know what I mean, from all over the world, not just, you know, America or the States, but from all over the world. So I am expecting I'm expecting nerves. I'm expecting maybe not doubt. Sometimes I doubt. Sometimes I'm like, man, what if I don't win? Or what if I'm not training hard enough? Or what if I'm not doing everything I need to be doing? But, you know, I at the end of the day, I am, man. At the end of the day, I am. I'm doing exactly what I can. I work a full-time job. I train. As soon as I get off my full-time job, I'm heading straight to the gym. I train 2 hours a day, every day. I do CrossFit training on the weekends, you know, and then train more jiu-jitsu, watch videos. I mean, I don't know what all else I could do to prepare for this than what I'm currently doing. And a lot of the times when I am nervous about anything is only if I'm not actually prepared for what I'm about to do. That's kind of like the only time I will really get nervous, is when I'm not actually prepared for the upcoming task. When I'm prepared, when I studied and I did all the work that I set out to do, then there's no real need to be nervous. But anyway, as hard as I am working to prepare for this, still gonna be nervous, man. I mean, I'm in my first time going to Las Vegas, and I'm going to Las Vegas. It's gonna be a packed crowd. My team is gonna be there. A few of my friends are gonna be there, and it's just gonna be a trip, man. It's gonna be an absolute trip, but it's gonna be a great experience either way. I believe it's gonna teach me, like I said a second ago, it's gonna teach me a whole lot about myself. Hopefully, I can make few new friends, you know, and it's just a lot. And I'm in Vegas. It's my birthday weekend. My birthday is actually on the 5th of September, so this is my birthday weekend. It would be the best thing ever to win gold on my birthday weekend in Las Vegas. So that'll be like the biggest blessing from God for that to happen, you know. So, and you know, maybe it will, maybe it won't, but either way, I'm going to experience it. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow, and I'm going to get better either way. Win or lose, I'm going to get better at jiu-jitsu, and I'm going to learn something. I'm going to meet people, and I'm going to be in Vegas. So I mean, it's not really too much of a downside other than getting hurt. So, but I'm praying against, getting hurt or whatever. But nerves is going to be a part of it. What in the most professional of the most professional athletes still get nerves. LeBron James, all the greats, they get nervous before games. And they're pros. They're getting paid to do what they do, and they still get nervous, man. Still get nervous. Still go through these things, but it's just part of it. It's part of it. It's part of growing. It's part of experiencing things. You're gonna get nervous, but it's not that. It's okay to be nervous, though. It's okay for you to be nervous. You still gotta go and push through that. Regardless, you can be afraid. You can be afraid. You can doubt. You can do all that. That's fine. Feel all those emotions up. As long as you don't let that stop you from doing what you're set out to do. As long as you don't let that stop your whole plan. As long as you let that stop your goal and you press through and you get to go, then feel those emotions all you want. Okay. Just don't let it hold you back. Don't let it stop you from going. As nervous as I am and as nervous as I'm going to be, maybe even a little afraid, I'm still going. I'm still going to hop on that plane. I'm still going to Vegas. I'm still going to tie up my belt, my blue belt around my gi. And I'm going out there and I'm going to give it all I got regardless. Regardless. And that's just going to be it. I don't care how I feel. I'm going. And I just have that made up in my head. And you have to do the same thing. You have to make the decision in your head that you're going to go out there and you're going to do it. Regardless, man. Regardless of how you feeling. Forget those feelings. Accept it. Accept those feelings for what they are. And you go out there and you do what you got to do. And you do what you set out to do. You understand? So we can't let these little feelings stop us. It's not gonna stop me, and it's not gonna stop you. It only stop you if you let it. And just me personally, I let it stop me a lot of times in the past. A lot of times in the past, I let it stop me, but I can't let it stop me now. Can't let it stop you now. And if it has been stopping you, up to this point, you can make the decision now to not let it stop you again. So do something that you're afraid to do. If it's good, if you believe it's good or whatever, do it, man. Regardless, regardless. Get out there and you do it, okay? Number 3 thing that I think that I'm going to get out of this IBJJF tournament is I'm going to learn a lot about myself. You're going to learn about yourself when you're doing things that takes you out of your comfort zone. You're going to learn a whole lot about yourself, about your friends, about your opponent. You're going to learn a lot. And I expect to I competed twice, as I said already. Each of those times I learned something about myself. I learned what I can take mentally. I learned a lot about the game itself, the jiu-jitsu game itself. And I learned that that I can improve. There's little things that I can improve on to do better. I barely lost my last 2 no-gi matches in Naga. Just little small things, And I was thinking that if I would have won those matches, I may have never would have thought about how I may have never would have thought about those things that I was lacking at the time if I would have won. Since I lost, it forced me to dial in on exactly what I could be missing. You know what I mean? So yeah, losing is not, the end all be all. We learned a whole lot from losing, and losing then helped me to learn about myself, man. Helped me to learn a whole lot about myself, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be able to go back and look at those losses and learn from those losses and take that to the next time. Take it as growth for myself. And that's what I expect out of this. I want to win, and I vision myself winning. But it's a guarantee either way, win or lose. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn about myself. I'm going to learn what to do and what not to do, you know, for the next competition, for the next Worlds, for the next Naga. And I feel I'm guaranteed to get better. Either way, I'm going to get better at jiu-jitsu. Either way, I'll win or lose, I'm going to get better. Now, would it be a dream come true to win gold, first place in my first IBJJF tournament in Las Vegas on my birthday weekend? Be a dream come true. But it'll also be great to experience it, to make new friends, and to get better. So I'm expecting to learn, and that's a guarantee. That's a guarantee for me that I'm going to learn about myself, and I'm going to improve not only as a jiu-jitsu guy, but as a man. I'm going to learn some things about myself. I mean, even just buying the plane ticket was a step. I'm learning about myself. Just buying the plane ticket and buying the spot to compete. You know, going through all that process of doing these things. You know, you're learning about yourself, because you would not be doing these things if you did not want to do it. We only do what we really want to do. If we really want to do it, we go out there and do it. Ain't no question. We go out there and we do it. And yeah, and that's it. That's how I take it. If we set our hearts and minds out to do something, we do it. We do it. We don't let nobody tell us what we want to do. We do it. And, you know, people make up excuses about, you know, yeah, I wanted to do this, but yeah, I wanted to do that, but no, we do what we want. At the end of the day, we do what we want to do. And no one can make us not do that. You know, in my opinion, no one can make us not do that. But let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And yeah, those are my 3 things that I expect to happen in IBJJF Masters in Las Vegas, September 1st. If you in town, or if you come check me out, I'll be out there. I appreciate your prayers and support. Comment below what you think about this video. Tell me about your competition experiences, what you learned, or anything, any competition. It don't have to be jiu-jitsu. Anything that you went out there and you competed for. Tell me about your experience. Did you win? Did you lose? What did you learn? Did everything happen that you expect to happen? What happened that you didn't expect to happen? Comment that below in the comments and let me know. If you enjoyed this and watched it to the end, I appreciate you. I love you for that. Please consider giving me a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Check out my other videos on my channel. And if you feel like you want to donate to your boy and help me grow this channel, I got some donation links below as well. But yeah, this is your boy That's the King. We'll see you again on the next episode. Y'all boys be blessed. And I love you all. Peace.